안녕하세요.
You kind of missed it. Oh, you missed it. That's alright. Hi everyone, and welcome to the video podcast from EnglishandKorean.com. I'm Michael.
And I'm Ben.
It's Ben. And, I've been away. I've been in the States.
Been in the States?
Right, back home for the last week or two. Did you miss me?
A little.
Awkward silence.
Yeah.
그리고 어색한 침묵, 그거는 awkward silence이라고 합니다. 그런 거. That was an awkward silence. You need to jump on that.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm a little bit slow today.
The correct answer is yes. Oh, but I have an excuse to be slow because I was in America and I'm still feeling jet lag. But you don't have an excuse for that. So why are you feeling slow today? Any particular reason?
I haven't been sleeping well.
The weather?
It's the weather. It's getting warm. It's getting hot. I don't have any air conditioning.
Really?
In my apartment.
Well, I thought you were rich, man.
Yeah, I'm rich, but I just moved. I moved into this apartment with no air conditioning.
Wow, bad move.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move again soon.
Okay, I didn't know that. I don't have air conditioning, but I'm poor, so that makes sense. You, on the other hand.
So yeah, I mean, I know we're still waiting for the rains to come and
rainy season.
Yeah, 장마. 장마.
That's right. The rainy season, by the way, so we can.
The rainy season.
Much more.
So yeah, just the heat.
And the humidity is picking up. So I was in the States and I came back a few days ago. So when we talk about 시차, 그 시차를 아직 느끼고 있어요. 아직 느껴져요. We say I'm still jet lagged, or we can say I still have jet lag. Okay, right? So did you have that when you came back from England?
Yeah.
A little bit? Well, how long did it last?
About a week.
Really?
I'd say.
Actually, I don't really have it, but I'm just for the sake of the podcast. I was gonna say I had it, but
well, you only get it really if you're flying in one direction. Or you get it worse
in one way. Yeah, I haven't had it the last 10 times. I think I'm used to it. When I used to go back and forth, I would feel culture shock and 문화 차이, 문화적인 충격, culture shock이라고 해요. Then I used to feel a culture shock. I don't feel that either now. I used to feel that really major. Like I would go here, it's all a walking life and public transportation and obviously Korean food and the humidity and so many things are different. And then I would go back to Denver or Colorado or something. And the population density, for one example, is 100 times higher in Korea than it is.
I noticed that in your photos.
That nobody's there.
Denver, I was like, there's nobody there. It's
just
like a ghost town.
Yeah, and so it's very lonely. So I mean, I enjoy life in Seoul for certain aspects. This is a great place to live. And there's certain things that in the U.S., life in the U.S. is comfortable for other reasons. But going back and forth sometimes can be a real shock. But now I've done it so many times. I've maybe 30 times or 35 times I've gone back and forth. I don't even feel it anymore. So.
I found the worst for me was reverse culture shock.
Getting back to...
After living in Korea for a few years, then going back to England, and I couldn't deal with the English ways of doing things.
Like what?
Like trying to get internet and cable TV.
And
they say...
Laboured. So
we can come round in 1 month. I'm like...
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, in Korea things happen very quickly.
Yeah, they're around the same afternoon or if not the next day. And just some little things like that.
Or if you want to buy a house, you go out with the realtor, he takes you around in Korea, and most people make a decision that day.
Yeah.
But in America, nobody does that. You go look at all the houses, you think about it, you mull it over for a few weeks, and then you say, we'll get back to you next month. Yeah. But here, I looked at a few apartments and they said, okay, so which one? I was like, oh, you want me to decide now?
You gotta be quick.
Yes.
You gotta be quick here.
Yeah.
Which is good, but then it's nice to go back to the slower pace sometimes.
They both have their pluses and minuses. The two ways of life are completely different. So, I mean, you saw on my Facebook, the Starbucks in America. The first time I went in there, completely empty. And I could sit there by myself, nobody else, at any of the tables. And other things like that too, like a square kilometer or a square mile where I come from has 80 to 100 people. In Korea, it's 60,000 people in the same amount of space. So it's just completely different. The feel is. Yeah. Not that one is good or bad, but just so different.
Very, very
different. So that's culture shock. But since we were talking about places and different international travel and stuff like that, the topic for today is a post that I put up when I was in America, actually, and it's demonyms. So this word here, demonyms. Demonym. And actually, most people don't know this word. This is terminology. So 영어 이렇게 전문적인 용어, 우리 terminology이라고 해요. 그래서 이거 보통 지리학자만 아는 용어예요. This is terminology that mostly geographers know. And then I'll say, luckily, our friend here, Ben, graduated from college or university. I'm sorry. They differentiate those in England with the degree in geography. 지리학자이세요. 원래 지리학과 나오셨어요. 몰랐는데 알고 보니까 지리학자. So that's good, geography. And so this word, let's take this word apart for a second. This 접두사 보시면 이거 데모, 이건 영어로 민주주의 할 때 democracy이라고 해요. 어원이 똑같아요. 이 demo 놓고 보면은 이름이 국민, 인구, 사람들 이런 의미예요. 그리스어로. 그래서 democracy 민주주의. 근데 여기 데모님 이 nym'이라는 접미사 그거 name 한자로 치면은 명이랑 비슷해요. 그래서 이거 국민명 아니면 주민명 그 불리는 이름. So for example, people from different cities have a different title that we refer to them by. So do you know what do we call people from Seoul, Korea?
Seoulites.
That's right. So sometimes we use this ite at the end. Okay, so for Seoul, if you just add ite, then it becomes 서울사람, 사람. 그런 말 만들고 싶으면 그냥 ite라는 접미사 붙이시면 돼요. So Seoulite. And also, I come from Denver originally, Denver, Colorado. And when we talk about people from Denver, we say Denverite. 똑같이 만들어요. 똑같은 방법으로. So where are you from originally, Ben?
I'm from a place called Bristol.
Bristol?
Bristol, yeah.
And that is in what country?
That's in England.
The
Southwest
north?
England.
Southwest?
Southwest is the capital of the Southwest.
Oh.
Biggest city in the Southwest.
Its claim to fame?
Yes, that's...
I'm
There's a few other claims to fame. It's the home of the first suspension bridge in the world.
Whoa, you don't say. Is that on your business card?
No, but it's...
Hails from.
It's something we're very proud of.
Okay. Do you use this expression in England? Hails from?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so when you say where you're from, you can say he hails from, and then the capital of what? Southwestern England?
Yes.
The capital of Southwestern England. Bristol. He hails from Bristol. He hails from Denver. 이런 식으로 말할 수 있어요. 어디 토박이. He's originally from. Okay. We also have the expression in America, Denver native or a Florida native. Do you use that too?
Not
really.
So much.
Yeah, we use this expression, native. Okay, so of course there's also the meaning of that means like Native Americans, the native peoples. So when you talk about the Aboriginal people in Australia, you can say natives. The people who were originally there, so 원주민에 대해서 얘기할 때 native이라고 쓰기도 하고 어디어디 토박이 말하고 싶으면 native이라고 하시면 돼요. So for example, are you a New York native? Or are you a native New Yorker? 이렇게 물어볼 수 있어요. 여기서 태어나셨어요? 물어보고 싶으면 are you a Seoul native? So Ben, are you a Seoul native?
No, I'm not.
No.
Sadly.
I never would have guessed. Thought you were born here. Get out. You're a disgrace.
It happens a lot.
You get that a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I teach, I said, where do you think I come from? Korea.
Gangnam.
Africa.
You look like you're from Gangnam. No, look like you're from Shinsadong.
From Shinsadong?
Yeah, Ben hails from Shinsadong. Okay, so demonym. Demonym are the words you can describe people from a certain place with their demonym, but a lot of people don't know this word. This is kind of a high-level, specialized vocabulary.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the word demonym. Okay, 원어민들도 모를 거예요. demonym이라고 하면. 그래서 그런 말 쓰는 거 대신에 we say, what do you call a person who lives in London? Or what do you call a person from London? Yeah. You could say that too. What do you call a person from Florida? What do you call a person from New York? So we all know the most famous kind of representative examples, like New Yorker, that's a famous word, right? Londoner. And then there are some harder ones, okay? Like, I don't know if you'll know this one, but do you know what we call people from Los Angeles?
I was actually just thinking that as you were saying it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Right, okay, so you see, most people, if you live in a city, you know what you call yourself, but other people might not know.
Yeah.
So when we go to a new city, we often ask, what do you call people who live here? What do you call yourselves? And in the case of Los Angeles, we say Angelenos.
Angelenos.
Yeah, so Angelenos are the people. So I'm an Angeleno, but I don't even know what we call people from Orange County. I mean, that's a county, so maybe there's no special name. I mean, the city that I live in Orange County was Irvine, and we don't have a special word, I don't think, probably Irvinite.
Irvinite, I would think
Yeah, go with an
Irvinite.
ite. Yeah, probably Irvinite. But Orange County, that's a county, I don't know that we have a special name for people from that county. But Los Angeles, we say Angelenos. So,
Angelenos.
Angelenos, because the original name is, you know, Los Angeles or Los Angeles, right? It comes from Spanish, which means the angels. So there's no point in saying the. You don't need to say the. So you just say Angelenos. And
so you're all angels.
That's right, the angels.
Everybody from
That's right.
LA is an angel.
Exactly.
I find that hard to believe, but
whatever, man. Yeah, you've never been there. What do you know? Okay, so that's that. And then, speaking of people from angels, when I first saw this word, it looks like demon name, doesn't it? Because this looks like demon. Demon도 그 악마라는 의미잖아요. 그래서 when I first saw that, it looked like demon name. So, this is the example sentence. What do you call people who live in Seoul? What do you call people who live in Jeju? 뭐 이런 식으로 이렇게 활용하시면 돼요. And then let's look at some other words that have a similar structure. Okay, pseudonym. Okay, pseudo이라는 그 접두사가 원래 가짜 아니면 인공. It means fake, right? So we have an expression in English, pseudoscience. Okay, pseudo-religion. You can put pseudo in front of anything to mean 가짜 뭐뭐. Okay, 많이 쓰는 유형입니다. Okay, so pseudoscience. 많이 쓰는 거죠. 엉터리. It's like a quack scientist, something like that. Okay, and so in this case, it means fake name, right? Fake name. So pseudonym. And let's see, so 가명이라는 의미죠. Acronym. 우리 저번에 얘기했듯이 약자. So 무슨 단어 몇 개 이렇게 가지고 앞 글자만 따서 이루어지는 약자가 acronym이라고 해요. So for example, we have USA, right? USA is an acronym, and FBI, CIA, all these things are acronyms, okay? And native, what else? Synonym. So 유의어. Okay, 이거는 same, 같은, 똑같다는 의미고, 이거는 명, 이름, 단어. And antonym means opposites, right? So opposite words, 반대어, antonym이라고 하시면 돼요. Anything else you want to add?
not with the nym's, I don't think. No.
Anything on any other topics? Feel free to talk.
Yeah, I just let's just practice this sentence. If you, because in England we have some very strange demonyms that you wouldn't really connect with the name of the place.
Try it. What do you call people who live in... Where? Try me.
Try you?
Yeah.
What do you call people who live in Liverpool?
Liverpool.
Yes. The home of the Beatles.
Oh, okay. So what do you call people who hail from Liverpool? I know this because of my earlier investigation.
Yeah? You
because,
cheated.
Because he told me. I'm supposed to pretend like I don't know. I'm sorry, Ben. I'll pretend like I don't know. Tell me, what is it? I have no idea.
Someone who hails from Liverpool is called a Liverpudlian.
Liverpudlian. That's awkward. That's very strange sounding.
You call them a Liverpudlian, or you can call them a Scouser.
Scouser. Wow, I hadn't heard of that one. Are these terms derogatory though?
No,
Liverpudlian is not, but
Scouser
sounds a little strange.
It sounds. People do sometimes use it as a derogatory kind of term, but people from Liverpool also use it to
about themselves. It's like Yankee, I suppose. Because when
Yankee go home.
Yeah, Yankee go home. I hear that all the time. Commonly heard expression. But when I first heard that, I thought, so Yankee could be a kind of demonym. It's a little bit different than this, but it's another way of saying American. But for us,
we use it a lot in England for
when you
Americans.
Talk trash about us.
No, just
in positive ways too. Yankees.
Yeah, just the Yanks.
Okay. Yeah, in America, when I think of Yankees, I think of people from the Northeast. I've never thought of myself as a Yankee. In America, Yankee has a different meaning. It means people who are from Boston or New York, Massachusetts, that area.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what it means in America, because in the Civil War, Northerners, the people who lived in the northern states at the time of the Civil War, they're called Yankees. People from the South are not Yankees.
For me, it's
For
just
us,
a generic
yeah.
term for
그
Americans.
쓰임새 조금 달라졌어요. 미국 안에서는 우리 양키라는 표현은 동부 쪽에서 뉴욕, 보스턴 쪽에서 이렇게 나온 사람을 양키라고 부릅니다. 저는 서부에서 왔어요. 그래서 한 번도 제가 그 부류 밑에 속한다는 생각 못했어요. 영어로 의미는 좀 다릅니다. But 전 세계적으로, the whole world uses Yankee just to mean Americans. But yeah, people from the West are not officially Yankees. But
You are.
Okay,
To
all
me,
right,
you
fine,
are. To me,
fine.
you are.
You just want to say Yankee go home. don't you?
I do like saying that as well.
Go home, Yankee. Yankee go home. You need to go have a little rhythm to it. Okay, was there anything else? I thought.
I got a few more.
Yeah, go
English
ahead.
ones.
Yeah.
What do you call someone who lives in Manchester?
Oh man. Okay, so the things you can add are er, so you can't be Manchesterer. That would be
that
very
wouldn't
strange. I'm gonna go with, well, it's probably something weird. That's why you're asking me. This is a trick question. It's not that weird.
I suppose it is a little bit.
Manchurian Manchesterite.
No.
I don't know.
Mancunian.
Oh, that's a good one. It's a good one.
So
Manchester. And
we shorten it to Mank.
really, Mank. He's a Mank.
He's a Mank. Doesn't sound
Is
very
that
nice,
derogatory?
Not really.
Okay. So 남을 이렇게 낮추는 표현 derogatory이라고 할 수 있어요. 욕으로 쓰는 말. 그러니까 한국에서 양키라는 거 좀 나쁘게 쓰잖아요. 그러면 그거는 derogatory라고 할 수 있어요. 남을 깎아내리는 거. So and Manchester, since you mentioned that, Manchester 모든 영국에 가면 체스로 끝나는 도시 이름 되게 많아요. 그 어원이 원래 로마 제국 시대 때 camp에서 왔어요. So the word Chester comes from the Latin word castra, which means camp. So those were originally Roman army camps that grew into cities. So Winchester and Manchester. What other Chesters do you have?
Winchester, Manchester.
Blah,
Chester.
Blah. Chester. That's just straight up camp.
Yeah.
No special names on
No.
that one. Okay. Well, is that all we have to say? Oh, one interesting one is ESE. You can make that. So people from Vienna, we say Viennese.
Viennese.
Yeah, so when we talk about Mozart and that school of music, we say the Viennese School of Music. And what else is there? Florence. If you're from Florence, we say Florentine. Yeah, Florentine. And then Cyprus. If you're from Cyprus, we say Cypriot, which is Cypriot. Oh, sorry. Oh man.
So European.
Okay. Well, it's like that. It's like how row is spelled R-O-W. But when you say you have a fight, you say row, right?
Yeah.
Row. So R-O-W 혹시 들어보셨는지 모르겠지만 시비 아니면 싸우는 거. Okay, R-O-W row your boat 하고 그 똑같이 쓰는데 발음이 row이라고 해요. 시비 싸우는 거, 싸움 이런 의미예요. So you could say we had a row, they had a row.
Fight.
So for example, sometimes in Taiwan and other countries, when they have a special session of Congress, often you see a row develop amongst lawmakers.
Very heated.
Yeah, heated row. Also a melee. Talk about another word with strange pronunciation, right? This looks like it should be melee.
Melee.
Yeah, melee. But it's pronounced melee usually. And that also means a fight. And okay, we've covered a lot today.
Yeah, just one last one.
Yeah, go ahead, yes.
What do you call someone who hails from Hong Kong?
Oh, can I answer this
Yeah,
one?
you can answer that one.
I know the answer. Hong Konger.
A Hong Konger.
Hong Konger. He's a Hong Konger. Do you know any Hong Kongers?
I know a couple.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. But this is one that often comes up around the table when people are drinking. What do you call someone from Hong Kong?
Really?
Because it's how do you fit that in?
I never heard of that drinking game
No,
before.
it's not a drinking game, but I mean just conversation. When
What do you
someone
call
says
someone
they're going,
from this?
yeah.
Must
That
be in
one
English.
crops up because it.
Well, Oslo was hard too. I looked up Oslo and it said Oslovite.
Oslovite.
Yeah, which I hadn't known. So you have to add V-I-T-E.
Like Moscow.
Yeah, Moscovite. So Moscow, people from Moscow are Moscovite. So you add V-I-T-E in those cases. But in general, I don't think this is very important. I don't think anybody needs to learn this because most natives don't even know it. But I think it's important to know that these things exist.
Yes.
Because in Korean, it's much easier. A lot of things are harder in Korean than they are in English, but this is one example of something that's easier in Korean because you can just attach person to any city and make the demonym that way. So, okay, thanks everyone for stopping by the podcast, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.